All right, everybody. Hello. We are live. Thank you. Thanks for everybody for tuning in today. So, hello, welcome to another exciting live session today. I am Sammy Tatro, and I am coming to you live from Louisiana. In case I didn't say live yet, it's about 16 times. So, we are coming to you live from Louisiana, and we are diving deep into a topic that affects all of us today, and that is going to be about toxins. There are so many toxins in our daily lives that stick around, that affect us every day, right? So stick around, and I've got some eye opening insights and some practical tips to share with everybody. Did you know that every day our bodies are exposed to more than 700,000 toxic chemicals per day? Everything from perfumes to cleaning products to cosmetic products to plastic water bottles, everything in our daily lives that includes exposure that aren't good for our health. And I know, thank you guys for tuning in. I know that everybody has maybe had some awareness to this, and we're going to kind of uncover some of the hidden culprits and how to take control for our health. So, before I jump into our practical tips, I just want to share a quick story. I want to talk about awareness is kind of a slow process, right? So, for me, it didn't happen overnight. It wasn't a using all the things and then switch over every just overnight. It's a slow awareness process. And most of us probably start to learn over time that certain things are bad for us, certain things are bad for our health, maybe for ingestion. It just kind of over time becomes comes to the forefront of our attention, right? So my awareness to toxic lives we're exposed to was kind of the suspicion is that if you're still here, my suspicion is that if you're still here and listening, you have a story too, and you are seriously interested in doing the best you can for your health. And that's kind of where I was at. So stay tuned and follow for more because this is far too big of a topic to cover in one day. There's going to be a lot of tips and a lot of tricks coming forward, and it's a huge topic, right, guys? So anything exposure can come exposure to a chemical substance is anything from inhalation, so breathing things in, to ingestion, swallowing things, right, to direct contact, so skin, maybe in the eyes, topically. All of that is how chemicals are exposed to us. And then food, that includes things we're drinking, things we're eating, all this stuff. And so over time, we start to realize we probably inherently know certain things are bad. It might taste bad, might smell bad, might kind of irritate the skin or the eyes. And but I guess in our day to day lives, it's hard to know what do you do instead, especially in America or especially in this day of advertising. We think we're doing the best we can. And unless you've got some reason why you've learned otherwise, that's what you know. That's what you grew up with. We probably do what our parents taught us to do because that's what they did. So this is going to be kind of a slow process to help educate and learn and teach you guys what I've learned over time. So one of the very first times I was taken aback to the hazards and dangers of chemical exposure to our health was, and I guess the other thing that was shocking about it was people's lackadaisical treatment of the exposure to these chemicals. And so the first time that I was taken back to that and kind of the shock and awe for me was back when I was in college, and I just wanted a different hairstyle. I was bored. You guys can't tell today, but I have just pin straight long hair. Most of you guys probably already know it's long, it's straight, doesn't do a lot. And I just kind of wanted something different. And so I was looking for a different hairstyle. And you guys are probably already starting to catch on. Like I feel like I can see your faces. You're like, already know. You know where this is headed, right? So as if the assault on my nose wasn't enough of a red flag walking into the salon, I walked in and requested my first ever amazing salon level perm, right? Okay. Now, if you didn't know before, now you know. Now you know where this is headed, right? So I wanted that beautiful wave in my hair. I've got this pin straight hair. I wanted that beautiful wave. I wanted to be able to mess it up when I got out of the shower and walk out the door and go. And it didn't exactly turn out that way. But I got an awful salon experience and a 2nd-degree burn on the back of my neck. We're just going to kind of cut to the chase. So I'm sitting here, I'm in the chair, I've got all the rollers in. You guys have done, some of you have done these maybe. So they take your little strands of your hair and they roll it all up tight. They got the little papers and they put the chemical on. You got this thing on your neck and you sit there. And you got little cotton deals around the edge of your hair to kind of keep the drips from dripping down on your skin. And you sit and you wait. And I don't remember what the wait time was, but it was a long time. And so I'm sitting here staring. And the salon gal is off, I don't know where, like nowhere to be found, off doing her thing. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, this is uncomfortable. Like the back of my neck's uncomfortable. And I'm sitting, I'm like, certainly we got to be getting close to time. And she makes an appearance. I say, hey, this is uncomfortable. It's kind of stinging. And she goes, oh, no, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. And so I'm like, but it's stinging. She's like, no, almost. It'll be okay. Not time. And I'm like, okay. But I'm like, okay, now it's legit. Like it is uncomfortable. It is stinging. I'm not a very aggressive person at this time in my life, but I'm telling her, you need to come take care of this. This is now painful. It is not a good situation. And so she finally comes, she spritzes it down with some water. She's like, it's not time, not time. Well, needless to say, I had to be forceful enough to where she finally took it apart. And it was only, I don't know, it was a few minutes short of what the time frame should have been, whatever that is. And so I paid her for the service and I lost about, you guys can probably, I still have clips in the back of my hair from, I got used to this, probably what it looked like. It looked like this when it was growing back in. And I still wear these clips in the back of my hair to keep that up off my neck. And that stems from college, and college was not yesterday. We're going to just say that. So I lost probably an inch of all that hair off the back of my neck, the bottom of my scalp from this incident. And a 2nd-degree chemical burn, my skin peeled off. It was just terrible. My salon experience was terrible. My hair got that wave and it was okay. I was able to mess it up after the shower, put some gel in it and call it a day. So that was good for a while. But needless to say, I never wanted to expose my hair or my skin to that again. And that was the first time that I'm like, man, these chemicals are legit. These chemicals are serious and people don't take this seriously. And I didn't know what to do with it at the time, of course. And I've learned a lot since then. But not only for me, not only for my exposure, what about her exposure? What about all the chemicals that she's exposed to every day? That's her job. That's what she was doing. And she's in there breathing that and probably getting that on her skin. The largest organ in our body is our skin. So what kind of stuff did I take in? I don't even know. Some of the stuff, some of them are considered safe. Some of them can't be directly linked to carcinogens or cancer-causing chemicals, but some of them can, and what did I do for a little bit of a hairstyle that only lasted me, I don't even know, probably 6 weeks or something. So 6 weeks for that. And it's been a long time. I don't even know. Like definitely more than 10 years of, wearing these clips in the back of my hair and just dealing with the hair growth. So, it was a legit situation for sure. That hairstyle I had when all that was growing back in was real cute too. So that was my first that sucked. I was not prepared for what followed. I wasn't prepared for a decade and a half of, just a different hairstyle, rearranging. I don't know. I can't get away from these clips. I don't like the hair on the back of my neck now. Anyway, that's probably a quirk. It has nothing to do with a perm, but so that, drop me a comment. I'm sure you guys have a story as well. Drop me a comment. Share a moment when you realize the impact of toxins on your life. I'm sure there's a first few times where you've kind of had like a, whoa, maybe this is serious, or whoa, that's probably not good for me, but I don't know what else to do. And whether it's a personal experience or a realization, just send me a message. Let me see, share with me. Let me know I'm not crazy in realizing something was wrong, but not knowing what else to do about it. So what are some ways that you can help reduce your risks and continue to do the best that you can for your life. I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you level up in your health journey, basically. So tip number 1, and this can seem pretty obvious, but it's commonly overlooked and neglected. I know in my house it's overlooked and neglected too often, and I don't want to admit how often. But tip number 1 is air purification. And, of course, the obvious is change your filters on a regular interval and when they're needed. But more importantly than that, you can invest in indoor houseplants, and you can use a good quality air purifier. I don't have a good one, but houseplants, I'm learning to have a little bit more of a green thumb. My mom's a green thumb kind of person. I'm learning. I'm trying. So houseplants are a great way to increase the quality of your air in your home. So fresh, clean air can make a significant difference in your well-being, for sure. Okay, tip number 2. So go organic. Choose organic produce to limit the exposure to pesticides. Your body will thank you for the nutrient-rich product and then the chemical-reduced goodness. And I can't say chemical-free. A lot of people might think chemical-free for organic. And contrary to popular belief, most organic produce is actually not completely unexposed to chemicals. But if you want to level up here, send me a DM, and I have a hack for this. So send me a message, and we can talk about how to level up on, even if you're buying organic, how do you take that just a step above and help to continue to reduce your chemical exposure. All right, tip number 3. Tip number 3 is clean green. Clean green. So opt for natural cleaning products and reduce the exposure to harmful chemicals. So DIY solutions using ingredients like vinegar or baking soda or essential oils are certainly effective and eco-friendly. But if you really want to level up and you want to have your cleaning products be safer, go ahead and send me a DM. Again, I have another little hack for this. And let's talk about how you can use some ionized water. If you've never heard of this, your mind will be absolutely blown. I know that there's some huge doubters. I know that if you're even open to trying it or learning about it, just send me a message. We can chat. I'm not going to, your mind's going to be absolutely blown for sure. So send me a message if you want to level up in this area. And then tip number 4 is mindful beauty. So check your skincare and beauty products. We were talking about shampoo not that long ago on my stories, trying to look for something else to work for what I got here. But check your products. Look for clean and green alternatives trying to make your beauty products try making your beauty products at home. So there are some amazing companies out there that are offering essential oils that you can use. You can mix them. You can make up your own solutions and products that are absolutely incredible. So if you're a distributor for any of those things, drop your name, drop your link down, or whatever you can do, drop your name down there so that some of these beautiful people can capitalize on your expertise. Because I know for me, essential oils are absolutely incredible. I use them all the time. And I'm not a distributor and I don't have all the knowledge, but I lean on a lot of people. So if you are, please share your knowledge with us. And then finally, tip number 5. Tip number 5 is filtered water. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm not about to offer any kind of suggestions for bottled water. That's not going to happen. You're not going to find that here. But upgrade your water game by investing in a quality water filter. And again, if you know me, you know that you should filter your water with a good quality filter and then seek to make it healthy. And this is my jam right here. So if you guys are at a loss, or if you have any questions on good quality filtration or what kinds of things you should be seeking or looking for, combining words here, just send me a message and I would be absolutely glad to help with that. And then, so if you guys are eager to dive deeper, that was my 5 tips. So if you're eager to dive deeper and into toxic-free living, go ahead. I've compiled my tips into a handy PDF and just drop a comment with Detox Me and I can send you the PDF over. So let's empower each other and lead healthier lives. Thank you guys for tuning in. I see you. Hello. So good to see you. And that's all I have for you guys today. So with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you again in the next live. Follow for more information. Again, this is a topic that's not going to be covered in one session per day. Toxic chemicals are lurking everywhere. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Bye.